So today we are checking out more Nightwish. This is Devil in the Deep, Dark Ocean.
Okay, so we'll give you this nice little piece. It's called Devil and the Deep, Dark Ocean.
We're just starting off with a little Impu already. Okay, well, let the geek out begin. 20 seconds in. What a killer riff, and his tone is just ripping. He's just got an absolutely just ripping tone right now. I want to check that out again. That was just, if you know anything about me, you know I like a massive metal riff. I love some leads and some solos as much as anybody else does, but a solid rhythm riff, especially him coming out like this with the pull-offs and the hammer-ons, just rolling through that thing. I want to see it. I want to see it again.
Devil and the Deep, Dark Ocean. Snowy owl above the haunted waters.
Oh, we got Marco.
God, Christ to tell the never-ending story. Prophecy of becoming floods. The new
Oh!
Leading brightest light. So the incarnation before that creator.
Oh, Impu is hitting me with those harmonics already. Man, he uses them in all the right spots. If you're not wondering what I'm listening to, the riff underneath, I can't make the sound with my mouth flute, but he's got a few notes that he picks there where he just hits them as a harmonic and they just resonate a bit differently and they really ring out. He just perfectly places them all the time.
All the never-ending story. Prophecy of becoming floods.
The new leading brightest light. So the incarnation before that creator.
Love a big vocal holdout. Laura, let's go again. Miss Jansen, you guys know I love just a massive big vocal holdout. And that was kind of like not even top range for her, kind of like a mid-range holdout from what I've heard from her range of voice. And she just hit that really super clean. I don't know if it's head or chest voice or any of that special stuff. I can't comment on any of that. I play guitar, but I do know when something's amazing, and I do know when something gets me excited, and that was fantastic.
So the incarnation before that creator.
Justice Kingdom, put it on the Morrow's world. Let all the liquid give him power. The red item blood.
The cool grace of the blood red water. The creator of infinite blue. Sell to masters, Mr. Carbon Other.
I want to break down this a little bit with the band. Sorry, this is I'm just kind of thinking here, so I'm kind of geeking out. If you're not familiar with me, I do that a lot. I geek out quite a bit. And we do stop the video, so if that doesn't make sense for you, check the original link in the description and you can digest to your heart's content. But I want to see if I'm hearing kind of a pattern here. I feel like even though Thomas is playing the same thing, I believe, there's a much more pronounced presence of Thomas when it's just Marco singing in bass. When Impu comes in, it almost feels like, I don't know if it's volume, mix level, or whatever it may be, that Thomas comes off just a little bit to allow room for that guitar to also breathe in there. But let's check it out.
Deep Dark is just Justice Kingdom, put it on the Morrow's world. Let all the liquid give him power. The red item blood.
The cool grace of the blood red water.
Wow. I believe that's a decrescendo, what she just did, coming down in volume like that. I'm sure it's got all sorts of different terms. So for the vocal coach experts out there, feel free to educate everybody. But that was a fantastic decay in volume. Again, I think it's a decrescendo, but just a fantastic downward slide while also bringing your volume down. You can do all that stuff in the studio with effects or whatever, but she just straight did it on her own and just went as clean as you could possibly be with it. We're still fairly early in the song yet. I don't know. The Floor Jansen, man. I mean, I've got some favorites of hers that we've listened to, but I mean, this wasn't like on the radar of everybody recommending top 5 stuff, even this song specifically. And I don't know. So far, this is an amazing vocal delivery performance from her.
Race of the blood red hunter, the creator of infinite blue. Down to masters, misheard, carve it out of you.
Carve it out of you! I mean, she just takes you through the emotion.
Down to masters, misheard, carve it out of you. Florence,
Well done.
I would die for the love of the murder. A seduction, beauty, and scorn. Welcome to the end of your life. Hail the ocean born.
disgrace the spot for king. Death was spoken by wedding price. All the great new queens, the more to do for you, are the creed of the image of
I want to go back a little bit, but I mean, it's about to be amazing. I just I just know it is. I can tell it is. I don't even. I think, what did I want to talk about? Thomas, what he's playing in the background of this section, and I talk about them a lot. They're a band that doesn't have to play thrash at any point in time to still please me. They definitely are a band that will take me through a lot of emotional cycles. I feel a lot of things from their music. They're amazing at composing things to make me get an emotion, which, if you know much about me, getting an emotion out of me is not quite the easiest thing. But I want to see if I can hear this. I'll point it out.
disgrace the spot for king. Death was spoken by wedding price. All
Yeah, that the keyboard's synth in the background. I don't know if there's symphony with it as well, but that. I've said this about them before, but they're really good at creating a sense of doom, at creating a haunting feeling when they want to, and I get that kind of haunted feeling from that background that Thomas is putting in.
spot for king. Death was spoken by wedding price. All the great new queens, the more to do for you, are the creed of the image of God.
Listen, feel the song changing. I hear the symphony coming in. I hear the symphony coming in right now, like there's horns or something that are coming in. And you guys have told me that Thomas will work with symphonies and orchestras and get things all laid out. And I mean, it's just fantastic, the level that this man can compose and think about music. It's I don't even dream at that level. But the song's changing. I don't even know where it's going, but the song is absolutely changing. I just am curious to see exactly how far we go with this change. So we go from haunting, doom. We bring in almost an orchestra, symphony, whatever it is. A little bit of confusion to the sound that it adds for me. Emotionally, I'm kind of coming out going, where are we going? I don't know if this is, is this a battle cry? Is that a horn of war, or what's happening here? And then Floor just delivers this vocal performance that turns everything from this ominous emotion into this, this presence of optimism. And they've done this to me multiple times in multiple songs. It's just how they get there. Sometimes it's Thomas takes me there. Sometimes it's a combination of Thomas and Floor, or Marco will get in there. This time, I think it's definitely the symphony part, the orchestral part, mixed with Floor's vocals that really tell me, okay, we're about to crawl out of this oppressive emotion that we were feeling back here and move in a different direction. Love it. Damn it, if you don't feel music, then you're not my people. This is just welcome to the Geek Out. This is what I do. Her first bit in that vocal leaves you back in flat, but before she tries to change directions. And you don't know. Again, the symphony, the horns come in while she's just holding that, and you're not exactly sure where we're going to go. Then her vocal just starts to soar. Along with it comes the symphony orchestra. Man, you're quickly just elevated. Almost, just emotionally, you're just kind of like go from the state of like ominous oppression to a little bit of confusion and not sure where we're going, and then elation because you realize, oh, we are getting the hell out of here. Yeah. Damn it, Floor Jansen. I'm going to say it. I think this is my favorite performance of hers that I have seen so far. This is not Ghost Love Score, Romanticide, or this isn't Vakken. This isn't this is a big show. I'm not saying it's not, but this isn't a lot of the main thing. Like I said, this some people have recommended this. I'm not saying that, but this is not the overwhelming majority of things that get recommended to reactors, right? And I'm pretty deep down the list here. I think most people, once they get into Nightwish reactions, they start going pretty deep down the list. Maybe I'm wrong about the popularity of this song, and I just didn't see them. But this wasn't like high on the radar of things I had to get to quickly with Nightwish. And I'm glad. I've heard so much from her. The growls, the operatic, the choral piece. I don't think there's anything she hasn't already done in this song alone. I'm not saying it's my favorite because, man, the limited amount of Nightwish that I've had, I don't know that I can, educatedly really say that. But I sure feel like this is one of the tops I've heard from her. When I talked about emotionally bringing us out like they did there, they immediately kind of dropped us musically back into that ominous, oppressive kind of atmosphere. But emotionally, I didn't go backwards. I still felt like, no, we came out of it. No, we came out of it. Then without knowing the lyrics, I feel like we've got presentation-wise, story-wise, they're telling this story of almost a battle amongst something, and you feel like you're on her side, and she's already pulled you out, and she's taking you with you, and you're about to get through the last battle here. That's that's kind of how the story plays out in my world. They put us back. Right here. Is that the highest note we've ever heard from her? I don't know. You guys probably listened to everything. That was so damn high. Maybe it just wasn't. It was sung with a different style or something, but wow. And just, I mean, she doesn't lose any power. There wasn't any struggle, it appeared, for her to hit that. She just did it. Like, it was just another day. They're time jumping on me. And I don't even know what I mean by that, but a song has somewhat of a normal time frame. A 4/4 song is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not good at alternate timings. Doesn't mean I can't play them, but I couldn't tell you what they are. I have no idea what they're doing here, but they're doing something with the timing of this to where they're a couple of times they're just interrupting the timing just a little bit, and I'm not going to be able to figure it out. I know some of you know the answer to this, but they are just absolutely messing with my head with the timing here. It's beautiful, but they are messing with my head with the timing because they don't just stay right in that pocket, and thankfully they don't, but they just come off for just a hair, and then they're right back, and then they're off again, and then they're right back. Maybe it's just maybe they're just playing with my ears and I'm wrong and that's just what I'm hearing. I don't know, but man, they're just messing with that time signature just a hair. It just seems like whatever they're doing is messing with it in my head. That's all I know. Okay, now we're going to go talk about Thomas. I don't know that this is hard or not. I don't play the keyboard, so I don't know, but he's sure making it look damn difficult. He sure is making it look like he's pulling off a whole hell of a lot here, and it sure sounds pretty badass, so...
To coffin, shall my wickedness be your passion?
You had the symphony come back in at the end of that thing, and don't think we're not going to go back and check out Troy, right? I think I got that right. Troy, doing a little lead part here. just so much symphony and under that too, man. Just, man, hearing horns and everything coming in there. It's just absolutely gorgeous, just gorgeous. And again, like, I mean, I think Floor's done everything but like a low guttural at this point in time. Maybe not a true full operatic, but I mean, this is one of her just most overall full performances where I've just seen her do so many different things dynamically, and the power of storytelling that they have. You know, if I were just to throw this in my ears, it's not that it's not great stuff by any means, but, you know, an old school thrash metalhead, if you're looking for, I want some new thrash metal, you might not get into this right off the bat, but you don't realize, especially without the live aspect sometimes, man, just the absolute performance factor. They're singers, they're guitar players, they're keyboardists, they're bassists, they're instrumentalists, they're those things, right? I know a lot of people that are those things that are not great performers. They're not great storytellers, let alone great performers. To be at the highest level of your craft, of your instrument, and then to be able to combine that with the highest level of performance, and then actually be able to convey emotionally a story, and be able to do that to complete strangers that are hearing something for the first time, and put it completely visually together with your production team and the whole crew that does all this, because this is not just the band members. There's probably 150 to 200 people that go into every single one of these. Background, fire, pyro, the whole thing. But regardless, to put all those pieces that have to be together, great at your job, great at your skill, great at performance, also storytelling and emotionally connecting. They do it at a level that I just haven't really experienced from a lot of other bands, especially right up front as an old school metalhead that's going back and checking out a bunch of stuff. That's what captivates me. That's why I say this might be Floor's best performance that I've seen so far. I'm not going to commit to that, so don't hold me to it, but man, I am just ridiculously impressed with everybody as usual. But the battles with her and Marco, you know how I love that. The holdouts she's done are just slightly different than some of the holdouts I've heard before, from a different tone, a different cadence perspective. Her ability to control her decrescendos and her volume levels so precisely while also giving an emotionally connected performance. Good Lord, Nightwish. I just got to hear like the last 5 seconds. Yeah. Impu's hands are just flying around the guitar on one little shot. I can't even hear what he's playing. I need to listen to it again. I've been listening to a lot of the symphony orchestra. I don't know what we're calling them. To me, they're one and the same, and I know they're probably not. They're probably not. So if I'm getting those wrong, nicely correct me. I do like learning, so I just want to hear what Impu's playing while he's rolling his hands around his fretboard like that. Okay. It's just a great camera shot. Good timing. Huh. Nightwish.
Thank you so much! Wow!
She says, wow, like she's impressed with their performance. And she probably is. She probably is. Interesting. She should be proud of her own at that point in time. Everybody kicked ass. Kai killing it on the drums. That little timing punch that I was talking about, I feel like it's there. I may be completely wrong, but I feel like it's there. I've seen Kai do that weird off-timing stuff and make it seem like nothing's happening with Winter Sun. I've seen a few of it. I mean, he does that. He's just really good at being able to do that and make you go, wait a minute, did they just do that to me? And it's quickly there, and then it's gone, and then it's there, and then it's gone. Obviously, the rest of the band was capable of going along with him as well. Good to see Troy out there with the guitar. I think that was a guitar. It sounded like a guitar. I didn't count the strings on it or anything. Maybe we should go back and do that. No, we won't do that. We've taken a lot. So if I was wrong about that, just tell me. I know he plays all sorts of instruments, so it could have been any type of stringed instrument, knowing him. But man, emotionally connected. Multiple geek out moments. I feel like this one was more floor focused for me. And I get those sometimes. I've been going a lot of Impu's direction a lot lately with what we've been listening to. He kind of caught me here. Like I said, he's perfect with his harmonic writing, and he just does just enough, and he puts it over the top when he needs to. Thomas, I can't even say enough about, obviously, with his whole composition and working with the symphony and the orchestra and the production team and just writing and everything that he does for Nightwish is just absolute insanity. But that, I don't know, that might be my favorite performance of Floor's so far. I mean, just look at her reaction. Her own reaction at the end will tell you everything you need to know.
Thank you so much! Wow!
She's like, wow. Yeah, because they just absolutely dominated that. I'm just an old school metalhead, always have been. I always will be. If you're coming over here from a different video, maybe you were over there binging on some Love Bites or some of the other stuff that I've got on the channel, and you hadn't checked out Nightwish yet, a whole playlist going to pop up here at any point in time. Go check it out. There's a ton on it already at this point in time. I don't know when you'll see this video. At some point in time, they'll probably all be there. Don't be shocked. I don't have the Nightwish shirt or the banner yet, simply because if I got everybody's shirt and banner at this point in time, I'd need an entirely new studio to record in. So I got stuff coming. I promise you, I got some cool stuff coming on the way, actually. This was just fantastic. Again, they emotionally connect with me at a different level than a lot of bands do, whereas I might be looking for a little more thrash and get disappointed in some of that, and they might not be as heavy and just ultimately just brutal like some of the stuff that I love to listen to as well. Doesn't matter. They've just captivated me with what they do, how they do it, when they do it, and the emotions that they can put me through while they're doing it. And to do that essentially on cold listens, that's just tough, man. That is just tough to do. And they do it so well. So please go check them out and learn more about it. Read the comments. Everything you could want to know is there. You don't need Wikipedia. The stories in the comments are probably better. And for those of you in that Nightwish family, obviously there will be more. We'll keep them coming. You'll keep requesting, and I'll keep rolling. So once again, thank you for having me.